Hello everyone, this is Samaksh Namdev and you are watching Free Pressure. Tear gas in the air, rubber bullets on the ground and fury on the streets of Istanbul. A city known for its culture and tourism turned into a flashpoint of rage Monday as protests broke out over an alleged cartoon of Prophet Mohammed published by a magazine. On the iconic Istiklal street, where tourists usually stroll and street musicians play, riot police clashed with angry crowds, leading to chaos and arrest. At the center of the storm, Layman magazine, accused of publishing content that publicly insulted religious values. The Istanbul prosecutors has now ordered the arrest of its editors, triggering both street outrage and international headlines. Tonight, we break down what happened, why, and how it escalated.
On Monday, clashes erupted in Istanbul after reports that a satirical magazine had published a cartoon allegedly depicting Prophet Mohammed. The protests turned violent when crowds gathered on Istiklal Street, one of the busiest and most well-known thoroughfares in the city, located in the Beyoğlu district. The area, popular with both locals and tourists, quickly became the center of a tense standoff between protesters and police. According to on-ground reporting from AFP, Turkish police used rubber bullets, tear gas and water cannons to disperse demonstrators. Riot control forces in full gear formed barricades to block off sections of Istiklal Street as the crowds began chanting religious slogans and demanding immediate action. Shops closed their shutters, street vendors packed up quickly, and tram services in the area were temporarily suspended. The unrest followed an order from the Istanbul chief public prosecutor to arrest the editors of the satirical publication, Layman magazine. The grounds for arrest: the magazine had allegedly published material that publicly insulted religious values. The relevant legal provision falls under Article 216 of the Turkish Penal Code, which criminalizes actions that could incite hatred or denigrate religious beliefs. At this time, no official confirmation has been provided about the exact cartoon or content that triggered the legal action. However, a recent edition of Le Mans reportedly included a controversial illustration, which some individuals and religious groups claimed insulted Islam and the Prophet Mohammed. This claim rapidly spread across social media platforms, leading to calls for action and protest both online and on the streets. Layman magazine, founded in 1991, is one of Turkey's best-known satirical publications. It is known for publishing political commentary, cartoons, and critiques of both the government and opposition. The magazine has previously faced legal pressure and lawsuits, but Monday's escalation marks one of the most serious responses from authorities in recent years. As of now, the magazine has not issued a formal public response. Witnesses on the ground said tensions rose quickly. The gathering started as a peaceful protest, but soon swelled in size. Security forces reportedly issued multiple warnings to disperse. When protesters refused, police moved in using non-lethal force, including tear gas canisters and rubber bullets. At least 12 individuals were detained during the operation. There were no immediate reports of life-threatening injuries, but several protesters were seen receiving medical attention for exposure to tear gas. In response to the unrest, the Istanbul governor's office issued a statement calling for calm and urging citizens not to react to unverified content on social media. Meanwhile, security was heightened in central Istanbul, especially near media outlets, religious centers, and government buildings. Traffic was rerouted from surrounding areas, and a temporary closure was enforced on parts of Istiklal Street. Authorities stated that the arrests ordered against Le Mans editors will proceed pending further investigation. The incident has sparked renewed discussion on the balance between press freedom and respect for religious beliefs in Turkey. While the Turkish government has previously emphasized protecting religious values, the country also has a large and active media landscape that often pushes boundaries. This latest incident reflects the sensitive nature of religious representation in public media. and the challenges faced by publishers in navigating legal and cultural boundaries. As the investigation continues, Lehman editors may face legal proceedings in the coming weeks. Authorities have called on the public to refrain from unlawful assembly, while press organizations have asked for transparency in the investigation.
As the protests die down in Istanbul, the issue is far from over. For many, this was not just about a cartoon. It was about a faith, respect, and deep emotions. The Prophet Mohammed holds a sacred place in the hearts of millions, and anything seen as offensive can quickly lead to anger and unrest. This is Samaksh Namdev signing off with a reminder to stay always safe. Thank you for watching.